180.
From yesterday, where we paid tribute to former world heavyweight champion Gerrie Coetzee, who died after a battle with cancer. Now, tonight we speak with a man who fought Gerrie in the first multiracial South African title fight, which was held at the Rand Stadium in Johannesburg on the 27th of November, 1976. And his name, James Dynamite Mathato. Good evening, sir. Welcome to Sports Live.
Good evening.
Good evening to you. Congratulations. The Department of Sports, Arts and Culture in Limpopo honoring you as a living legend at the age of 88. You have put boxing on the map.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much. I'm happy to hear that.
I mean, you fought Gerrie Coetzee at the age of 42. He was in his prime at the age of 22 years. How did this fight come about?
Yes, I was 42. I was age of 42 in that time, you know. So Gerrie was 22, about 22, I'm not sure. But I was 42 by that time.
And yet you went on to fight a man who was the prime in his life. You didn't win that match, but you did give it a good fight.
Yeah, the fight was good because that night Gerrie Coetzee get hit. He had a hand broken, you know, in round number 6. By round number 7, he knocked me out. So it's how fight goes, you know. Then from there, I had 2 titles by that time. You know, I was South African heavyweight champion and light heavyweight champion. Then I lose heavyweight. Then I remain with light heavyweight. So, and then after that, I think I decided to keep one title, light heavyweight, because I was not all right for the heavyweight. I was too light for the heavyweight. Those people, they were big, you know. Yeah, he dropped me 3 times, but not because he got me with straight punches. He hit me on a guide. He didn't get me in a what call, but he dropped me 3 times because he had more power. He was too big, you know.
He definitely was. And I mean, you went the full 7 rounds, still doing it, you know, blow by blow.
By that time I was 40. And by that time I was 42 years old. He was 22.
And yet there you were, giving it a go as well. You also had in the bull the likes of Tap Makatini. There was Jan Kiss. This something was unheard of at that time when multiracial boxing was unheard of under the apartheid era.
Oh, you mean, but you talk about Tap Makatini.
Yes, let's talk about Tap Makatini. He was a legend in the boxing fraternity for South Africa.
That's right. Makatini was a good boxer as well. Because he was a middleweight champion, yeah. But light heavyweight, that was my straight position only. And then Makatini was a middleweight. If you're not middleweight, it's a welterweight, something like that, you know.
So how did this card come about that you were also part of this multiracial tournament that was taking place at the time where the government was frowning upon these kinds of battles and bouts?
Yeah, sure. Oh.
Yeah, no, but what was the... Oh, how was it? So much I say,
no, the fight was good. And then, in that fight of Gerrie Coetzee, it was a lot of corruption, you know, about the fight. Because I was supposed to go with the fight, and I was going to win that fight by point, you know. But they decided to get me out of the fight. the referee helped Gerrie Coetzee to have that fight, you know, because in round number 6, the what call of Gerrie Coetzee, he was seconded by his father. Yeah, the father, I see the father in round number 6 go to the referee, the referee corner, talk with the referee. Stanley Crisador. Then from there, when we stand up for 7th round, I know we go for a fight, then referee should come in between you, and then he must together for fight. Then Stanley came here, he stayed in between me and Gerrie Coetzee, but he didn't shout for box. He have just signal, you know. Then I was looking for my corner, even my corner is out. Then when I turn my head, I see Gerrie Coetzee's head next to me. Then he caught me under the ribs here, and then I couldn't stand up because that man was big man. I received a big punch from him, and then stopped my breath. I couldn't breathe. Then I take full count, and I was knocked out by 7th round.
Well, thank you so much. You are definitely fighting fit. And I know you're giving all your knowledge to the youngsters because that is your gift to the kids that are wanting to do boxing.
Yeah. Yeah, and Gerrie was injured. By that round number 6, he get injured. The hand was broken, you know. Yeah.
Well, there we go. That's where we're going to leave it for now. An icon indeed at 88 years old. Still fighting fit, be it from outside the ring and imparting his wisdom and knowledge to the youngsters out there. What a great man is James Dynamite Mathato.